Witches are generally pretty creative people, but there are times when we might want to boost that creativity or find ways of using our creativity that bring us more money and more joy in our lives. So we're going to be doing a ginger root spell for creativity that also allows for prosperity to flow through that. But before we do, hi, I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. If you're new to the channel and you want to become a witch, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you don't miss any videos. Creativity isn't something that you can force. So there are times when the creative juice just doesn't seem to be flowing, or maybe you're in a situation where you're looking for another job, or you're looking for ways to maybe bring in income through business opportunities or creating business opportunities for yourself, and you're wanting that creativity to turn into something that you can actually make some money from so that you can enjoy making money and bring money into your life in a joyful and happy way. You may be working on an arts project, you may be working on getting funding, you maybe have already got funding, but you're wanting to be able to get more sponsorship for something, for some creative pursuit. There's all sorts of reasons why you may want to combine prosperity and creativity together to be able to bring in more fun and more joyous ways of making a living. So this is a ginger root tea. What you'll need for it is some chopped up ginger, a teaspoon of honey, and a little bit of lemon juice or lemon rind. You will also need your petition. So this is a petition spell. Write down on your petition what it is that you're wanting to bring to you. I'll be reading out my petition when we do the spell, so you can use the same one and just add to it if you like. I have here my heat-proof burning bowl that I use for my petitions, and I have here just a candle that's an altar candle. It's half burnt down. I'm just using this as a fire source for the petition. If you want to also combine candle magic with this spell, you can by getting yourself an orange candle and lighting that candle as you do the spell and allowing that candle to burn down. You don't have to use a candle for this because this is a petition spell, but you can add it if you like. That is fine too. So let's get started. I've also got some tongs that I use for my petition spells so that I don't burn myself, and I can get the petition to really burn a lot better when I'm holding it with tongs. So we have here the tea. Now when I'm doing anything with liquids these days, I like to actually say the spell, which is written on my petition here, into the liquid, or even food if I'm working with food, because words have power and words have vibration. So when you're speaking your spell into your tea, you're vibrating the energy of what it is that you're wanting to bring to you. So speaking over your tea and reading out your spell: speedy ginger, fiery root, sweet with honey and zesty with lemon, brewing hot, in lively passion tea, bringing me money, prosperity, and enhancing my creativity. And as you drink half of your tea, so you're only going to drink half of it, you're going to leave the other half. Drinking your tea, just really feel into what does being creative feel like? How do you feel when you're creative? You feel energized, you feel enthusiastic, you feel curious. It's exciting to have creative ideas. And how do you feel when you're bringing in money, or what would it feel like to bring in money doing something that is creative for you? What would that feel like? It would feel like fun. All of these feelings. So just tune in and sip your tea. You can just sip the tea, and as the tea goes down into your body, just feeling into that nice feeling, that hot, fiery feeling of ginger, because ginger is hot and fiery and what the ginger will do is it's a herb that's also linked with prosperity and money, but it's also a herb or spice, actually, not a herb, a spice, that brings things in fast. It's a fast working, fiery spice. So just feel that energy of that ginger root, the taste and everything going into your body as you're drinking it, and the feeling of creativity and the feeling of fun and all of those good feelings associated with what you're wanting to do. And take your time to sip your tea. Just enjoy sipping it. Before we go on to the next bit, if you're able to bury your spell materials once you're finished with them in your own premises somewhere, keep the tea. If you can't bury anything anywhere and all you have is a spell box to put your spell remains in, then don't only drink half the tea, drink all of the tea. So it really depends on your circumstances. If you've got somewhere to bury your spell materials, we also want to add the tea to that. So make sure you only drink about maybe half the tea or 3/4 of the tea. Take your petition and light your candle, rolling the petition up so that it's nice and tight. So I like to roll my petition so that nice and tight. Put it into the flame, make sure it's burning, and then pop it into your bowl and allow it to burn. Sipping more of your tea. Seeing the smoke and the flames carrying your petition out into the world. And when you're ready, just knock on your altar or clap 3 times. It is done. So motive B. So if you've got a garden, take the remains, so that's the ash and the rest of your tea, to the garden, bury them next to a plant, preferably a flowering plant or a plant that has seed or a plant that has some kind of, or a fruit tree, some kind of plant that's bearing something that blooms or that is fruiting. So it's got that strong sense of production. I know all plants do grow, so if you don't have any flowering plants or fruiting plants, then just any plant is good. If you don't have access to a garden, then you put your ash into your spell box. When you've buried your ash near the plant, then just pour the remainder of your tea over the top of it. And you can do that with all types of tea spells if you're using petitions. When you take your petition out, wherever it is that you're burying your petition, you always pour some of the tea over the top of it, and then just allow the creativity to come to you and bear fruit, bear flower, so that you can turn your creative passions into something that can help you earn money. And even if it's just to pay for itself, if you've got a hobby or something, you know, sometimes you may just want it to be able to pay for itself so that you're not putting in a lot of money into your hobby. Just finding ways to bring your creativity and prosperity together. Of course, you could also use all types of spell techniques for this. I do have the spellcaster checklist, so you can go through and use that to help you with your spell. This is a very simple spell, so there's not a lot to it, but if you do want to, if you haven't downloaded the spellcaster checklist yet, do that. The link to that is in the description field below that video. And if you are interested in any t-shirts like this one that says "Yes, I'm a Witch," do check out my Teespring t-shirts and apparel. There's mugs and there's even some doggy ponchos on there that have some witchy themes. The link to that is in the description field below the video as well. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Sandra from mysterywitchschool.com. Blessed be.